When I was a kid, my parents didn't have a car. Um, we went any place. We either went by the bus, uh, took a taxi, or had a friend take us where we had to go. We did take quite a few taxis. I remember growing up as a kid. The thing that probably intrigued me the most about it, looking back on it, was the, back in the day of the how friendly the cab driver was, how helpful he was. Most of the time when we took a cab, it was from the grocery store, and looking back on it now, it was a trip that by today's standards would be considered around the corner by a lot of cab drivers, and be the kind of trip that today's cab driver would turn their nose up at. But the driver got out of his car, helped with the bags, was very friendly, and it was one of the things that got me involved in the industry today, or I should say 28 years ago. When I first started driving a cab back in 1981, the drivers took care of their customer. Were a lot more customer friendly even back then, and I hate to say it, and I hate to tie this together, but I can't help it, because I've just seen this with the influx of these drivers that have come from other parts of the world, especially those who are predominantly Muslim states. I'm talking about Ethiopia, Somalia, the Sudan, a lot of those African regions of Islamic of Islamic culture and of Islamic religion. Of course, people. I don't know how well you might remember. Back a couple of years ago, there was a big stink in Minneapolis about cab drivers who wouldn't pick up people at the airport who had a guide dog, who had picked up a packaged liquor, duty-free liquor at the airport. Let me tell you something, people. Make no mistake about it. If you're going on a $50 or $60 ride, they'll let you eat a pork cutlet sandwich in the back seat of the car. The fact of the matter is a lot of these guys use this religion as a crutch to take rides that to refuse rides that would be deemed as undesirable. Short runs with lots of groceries, liquor store runs, those type runs, guys. A guy calls for a cab and he's going to go to the liquor store and back. It happens quite a bit. Unfortunately, we have a few people that do have drinking problem, and that's what they do. They, in the middle of the day, they've run out of booze, and they go to their closest liquor store and come back home. And these are usually fairly short round trip fares. And these drivers are very, very rude, and will sometimes refuse to take the customers altogether. And I think this is the reason that I started the American-born Cab Drivers Association. This industry has suffered. It's getting harder and harder for cab drivers as it is to make a living without these particular individuals refusing rides and just giving horrible customer service, and customers are turning to other transportation sources, and cab drivers are left without any runs, let alone the runs that most of us guys would love to have. And it's becoming very problematic, and it's time that we as an industry step up and do something about it. So this is why I formed this. I'm not trying to be a racist. I don't hate people because of their this color of their skin or their religion or anything like that. But as a customer, as a cash-paying customer, I don't think that I should have Sharia law invoked on me. I'm paying for a service, and cab customers are paying for a service, and it's a service that a lot of them aren't getting. That's all I have on this matter. Cab drivers across the country are welcome to join our little group here, and maybe we can get some stuff done. Until then, this is John Shannon, the Redneck Cabbie. Adios.